What are you clinging on to? It's time to cut the cord and trust that you are divinely guided. Stick with me right here to learn more. How can we release that blockage and trust spirit and know that we are being divinely guided? Welcome back to our Source Tarot Channel community. We are back with another reading, our spiritual personal growth. If you don't know, I upload videos every week, typically on Friday. So make sure you guys hit that notification bell so you do not miss a message. All right, so let's go ahead and tap into our oracle cards to see what it is that we need to unpack today. We have the crumbling. The crumbling kind of looks like the Tower card. What are you clinging on to? Then we have Akasha. Your guidance is divinely guided. That seems like we need to answer a call. If you listen to my pick a card reading and you went to the reading for spiritual and personal growth, we talked about you answering the call. And then the last card we have protection. Call your power back. Cut the cords. Soul retrieval. All right, guys, let's go ahead and dip into this tarot and let's get more insight to learn why these cards are here. Someone is holding on to something, clinging on to something, and they just simply need to let it go. Let it go so you can fully receive what it is that God is trying to bless you with. Trust the unknown. Part of surrendering is trusting the unknown. Surrendering is let go and let God. We're not meant to know the answers before we know the answers. If you trust and you believe in whoever you believe in, I believe in God, believe into the divine and know that God is going to order your steps, then let it go. Let it all go. Stop trying to figure everything else out. God is trying to tell you, baby, get out the way. Okay. I didn't ask you to try to figure this out. Let me do what I'm supposed to do. But I can't do it when you keep getting in the way and you're blocking what is for you. Move aside. I got this. Someone needs to hear that message. All right, Spirit. What are we clinging on to? What is our challenge? What is so hard for us to let go? Anything else? I hear status quo. It's hard to release or let go of the status quo of being the center of attention, the person that always have their things together. They look good, they smell good. They get a lot of attention. They may have a lot of followers. They may be the it thing on social media. That's what's hard to let go. And it's hard to let go because you can feel that spirit is tugging at you to go into a different direction. But to go into that different direction, spirit is saying that it's going to look different for you. The rooms that you used to take up space in, it's going to look different. It's not going to look like the club anymore. It's not going to look like the most popular events that everyone knows, loves, and go to have a good time. The space that you are going to be taking up room in is going to look more of like networking. I hear more of like business, things it's going to bring generational wealth. It's actually going to add more substance than surface. The spaces that you have been taking up has been surface level. How have it really been feeding you? Just because you get so many likes on your post, that's feeding you? Make it make money. If it make money, then it can make sense to me. But if it's just because people can recognize you because they seen you last night at this club, no. Spirit is saying you want to be recognized in a different way. They have another way for you to be recognized. We have the Devil card here in reverse. you're going to have to release some type of attachment. It could very well be an addiction, whatever that looks like for you. And releasing this means that it's going to be a different form of independence, because you're not going to have that same crowd. You're not going to have that same following, but it's going to redirect your energy and your power. Keyword is power. You are drained. This addiction, this status quo that you are in, you are drained. And I can imagine it being so draining because, hell, you got to keep up. You got to keep up with the latest trends. You got to keep up with the newest hot spots that's coming into town. You got to keep up. And it's draining. Not only is it like mentally and physically draining you, but for some, it's draining your pockets. And you're trying to push through. Spirit is saying, we want you to grow up. We are trying to mature you emotionally. Staying in this surface level keeps you staying in an immature emotional state of mind. And it blocks certain creativity or certain business ventures coming your way because you are staying in this surface level spot. It's not saying that you can't keep going out or doing some of these things, but if it's something that you love, how can you make it a business? How can you make it serve you? How can you make it build on generational wealth? Something to think about. Once you listen and you redirect that energy of how you can make it work for you when stepping into this full power, it's going to take some independence, but you are going to be on a right direction. You're going to have a different type of control of the way that you do things and the way that you show up, because it's going to take a lot of willpower for you to do it. We have that call back your power card here. Yeah, your guidance is divinely guided. Call back your power, cut the cord. Spirit, what else do we need to know? Thank you. The judgment came out on its side, which means it's a challenge. You are aware that there is some type of calling or awakening happening for you. You feel the shift. That's why you're tired, because you feel the shift, but you don't know exactly what to do with it. Listen, pray, ask God to guide you and to order your steps, but you're going to have to listen and actively take those steps. This is going to keep you from being in the same cycle that you have been repeating over and over again that simply haven't been serving you well. Some of y'all really need to listen to that answer the call reading. I'll make sure I link it down below for you guys to check it out, because there's awakening that is trying to happen for you guys. And I said that about this image and this card when I saw it. It's a higher calling for you. Don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt yourself. Tap into the things that you are really good at and use that to your benefit. Use that to create a different pathway for yourself. This is getting old. Staying in this state, you're going to be in the 7 of Wands. It's just conviction. When you're in these spaces, there are similar people like you who have the same addiction. Everybody in that space is trying to feed their addiction. So when people are trying to feed their addiction, they are liable to lie, cheat, and steal. And some of you may have done that at a point in time to feed your addiction. We have to get you out of that space. Once you get out of that space and you realize what your higher calling is, you're going to have to protect it, because the people that you are used to being around is still going to keep knocking at your door. Because they haven't seen you in a while, right? Where have you been? You went at this spot. I didn't see you. I thought you usually get your section over here. I didn't see you in the corner. Where you been at? What's going on? Guess what? I got this bottle, or I got something in my pocket, or I'm running short. I know you got something I can hold. No, you're going to have to protect this higher calling for yourself. Not everybody is meant to know where you're going, and not everybody is meant to go with you. So it's like you got to put yourself in this little bubble, protect your seeds, of the seeds that you're trying to plant for yourself and your family, and block the outside noise completely out, for sure. A ship is trying to come in for you. Once you do that, your ship is going to come in for you. All these wands, I have 7 of wands here, 3 of wands here. That means something is coming in. You're going to have to be assertive. You're going to have to, be careful about the impulsive thoughts or someone trying to be impulsive onto your thoughts and ideas. That comes back to the 7 of wands of being very protective and standing your ground. But these wands indicate that there is something creative. There is a seed that you are trying to plant, and it needs motivation. It needs feeding. And we're going to have to feed it in a different way. It's not going to look like the same way that you use to feed your addiction. What are some ways for our friends to protect themselves? What other messages they need to know for protection? Tell me more. The Nine of Swords is coming up as a challenge. Got a lot of challenge cards that's coming on these sides, but that's okay. That's why we're here. We're here together to go through this together to figure out the ways to heal. The Nine of Swords, the image of this card look like someone who is having like a withdrawal, really an addiction. That they know that whatever the substance is, it could be a person, place, or thing, you have become very codependent on it. You know something got to change because you feel this awakening pulling at you. But you're afraid to be in this state of what it's going to cause. Are you going to be depressed? Are you going to have a relapse? It's so many things that's going through your head that is preventing you from seeing the other side, like the light. What is it that God is really you're trying to be in control of it. And it goes back to what I said at the beginning of this reading. It's not up for you to be in control. You need to put this all in God's hands and let him lead and guide you. It's time for you to get out of your way. It's not meant for you to figure it all out from A to Z. We have A. That's the first start. We have A, letter A. Let God figure the rest out from B to Z. You'll know when it's time for you to step back in. But right now, you got to lose all control and let him take the wheel. Jesus, take the wheel. That's the song. That's the reason. Jesus, take the wheel. Jesus is trying to take the wheel, but you got to let him. You are in your head thinking about all these things. It's causing you so much worry, so much stress. I don't know. But coming out of this Nine of Swords is you like really reaching out, calling on to God, asking for help. You'll learn how to cope. You'll know that there is hope for tomorrow. There is hope. Absolutely. There is hope. Quit worrying about if there's going to be setbacks. I literally said, Jesus, take the wheel, and the Wheel of Fortune card is at the bottom of the deck. I didn't even realize that. But you are worried about setbacks, upheaval. But it's really, I love this. This puts it all into perspective. Let me put this down so I can show this to y'all really, really clearly. All right. So we had the Devil card here at the beginning, right? Let's say this is you. You like to be the center of attention. Everybody got their phone out, taking a picture of you. It's look at me, look at me, look at me. Yes, I slay all day. I'm that, I'm that B. I'm it, But you see the devil wings, it's not serving you well. It's causing you so much stress, pain, addiction. It's feeding onto addiction, right? We got to release and let that go. And like I told you at the beginning, is that you're still going to have this status quo. It's just going to look differently. Look at this person. This is going to be you now. We got people around you, but now we're reaching out to shake someone's hand. It's nice doing business with you. Come on, briefcase. Them folks that don't serve you, they gonna fall off. Literally, they falling off the steps. Peace out, Cub Scout. This is gonna give you a new cycle of life. I'm gonna leave that card right there because I really want you guys to see it, because there's also the Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Here's another 9. 9 is all about fulfillment, guys. We're getting close to our fulfillment to receive our 10. And 10 is the end to begin. 9 of Cups, dreams will come true. You will receive the abundant satisfaction. Oh my goodness. Finally, you're going to get the right lover that come around. You guys may have been dealing with toxic people in your love life because y'all both have an addiction. Now, the Lover's card is coming out to where you're going to have genuine connections. If that's work, family, friends, or lover, that's going to have kindred spirit. I like that. Hey. Hard working, new responsibility. This is good. Look what all you have to look forward to. Knowing and trusting that you are being divinely guided. Trust the divine. Trust the divine. But you got to get out the way and let them work. Absolutely. Let's get a final message here. Breathe. Some of y'all really need to breathe. It's like you just been in your bed with the covers, shutting out the whole world, closing the curtains, and you just sitting in the dark. It's time to open up those curtains and breathe. The breath is the vital bridge between your body and soul. It's the connection between the inside and outside, connecting you to the universe, spirit, and the divine source. The breath permeates your entire being with prana, which is the same life-giving force that nourishes everything in the universe. Breathe. All right, my friends, I am wishing you guys lots of peace, love, and light. What's up, y'all? Thank you so much for joining me today. If you like today's reading, make sure you turn on that notification bell, subscribe, comment, and like. And if you're interested in a personal reading, make sure you visit my website, B.O.L.D.apothecary.com. Select Two of Swords and schedule your reading right now. Until next time, peace, light, and love.